Alright, what's up YouTube? Jables here. Welcome everyone. Welcome in. Today we're gonna be taking our Elemental Holy Fire Boadin, or Crossbowdin, depending on what we end up using, through Act 1 Nightmare. We have not done anything since the last stream, so let's go into Nightmare. How's our map? Wow, top left, my favorite. We have not changed anything or leveled since last time. Towards the end of the last stream, when we were doing some terror zones in normal, we opted out to go from using our Hawkmail for Cannot Be Frozen to a Ravenfrost because we hit 45. Obviously, we're 47 right now. And instead, we put on a Hustle. That's right. It's a great rune word. You can get the Co in a Nightmare. So, obviously it's not something that could drop in normal. But, if you don't have Hustle, you could use something like a Twitch Throw, which has 20 increased attack speed. So, you know, you could get some attack speed. But the 65 faster run walk is phenomenal. We are still rocking Saigon's gloves and boots for that 30% increased attack speed. Again, everything that we're doing is basically about getting our attacks as fast as possible. And we are wearing just a Tarn Helm, just for the +1 to all skills, nothing special. 2-piece Angelics. And obviously a razor tail, which is also a nightmare item. Same thing with the Kuko Shikaku bow. These are nightmare items along with the Ko rune from this. So with 33 pierce and 50 pierce, we're at 83% pierce. Excuse me. So we should be fine. Now let's take a look at our resistances. Yep, I knew this was going to happen because we are wielding a bow, so no shield means no huge resistance boost. Excuse me, jeez Louise. But I think I'm going to just suffer through it and see how this goes. Now, the only piece of gear that I really am willing to switch out would be my Tarn Helm, because it has no resistances. It does have nice magic find and +1 to skills, but pretty much anything like with resistances will, you know, help out with survivability. So that would be one thing to improve. Yeah, no helms here unfortunately. Really, that would be useful for us. It is what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much what it comes down to here. Anyways, our mercenary, he was wearing an insight, but we don't need an insight, so I gave him a Honed Sundan, a Yari, which has 45 chance of Persian Glow. It's literally socketed with nothing. I should put some things in there, but it is what it is. I actually wonder what it rolls. Let me see really quickly. It is a Nightmare level, so exceptional spear. What does the damage roll up to? Oh, up to 200. Wow, so this is a good roll. Unfortunately, it's not ethereal because it has the durability repair mod. But yeah, and without the helm, with the helm, he's a lot more tanky. He does not have any life leech though, which is kind of a problem. Ooh, if we find an Amrune, I could put that in there. Yeah, Jables. If you find an Amrune, put that sucker in there and he'll have life leech. I totally forgot, what an idiot. Alright. Should we stick with players 8? Let's see how we do on players 8. And let's talk to everybody. Hello Charcy, you're gonna be very... also, great place to shop for things is Charcy in Nightmare. She has so many great you know, potential prefix and affix rolls that I love shopping at her, especially if you get the top left you know, exit from town because it is so simple. Like, all you have to do is go through town, go back in, and you re-rolled. Oh, look at that. 20 increased attack speed gloves. And you could just keep re-rolling over and over. Awesome things. By the way, let's buy these because we don't have any low-level attack speed until we get to 63. But yeah, you could do this over and over. It's a great place to do it. Oh my god, we simply destroy even on players 8. What a freaking build, man. So much damage. And we're so fast. And now, finally, we can find 4 open socket things. Just naturally. So that is pretty huge. We are still looking for any money. That long staff could have been something, but that's okay. Gems, superior crown shield. How much resistance is? Oh, 14. Okay, let's leave a TP. We'll come back for that. Ah. You want, if you're a Paladin or a Paladin or any kind of ranged character, you do want to have a hotkey for force stand still. That's how I'm standing still while shooting. See, like, I don't have to like switch over. You know, I can't because I have to have holy fire on this one. So force stand still is very important. Make sure you have that. Any elite group here? Sometimes there's an elite group close by the waypoint, but doesn't seem like it. Alright. We'll go to the den. And we could literally just do it on players 8. It does not matter whatsoever at this point. That's how strong we are. But again, we are 47. We are 47. So there's that. Dun, 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 dun. We don't even need our vigor aura with this fast attacks, with this faster run walk. That's why I love Hustle. Like, I really, really love that they brought that, like that they created that new rune word, because that's a new D2R rune word. It did not exist in Lord of Destruction, the original Diablo 2. So it is new and very well accepted, I would say. I would also say it's more used in a weapon, in a armor, just like I am doing. But it has the potential to be in a weapon too, which is kind of cool. It has the burst of speed. That's for melee. You know, it has some enhanced damage, fanaticism aura. Yeah. Although it's very low fanaticism aura, so. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, more equals good. Wait, we missed the monster? I could have sworn that I triple checked and double checked and everything that we did not miss a monster. What? Would it be up here somewhere? How in the world did we miss a monster? I didn't see any shamans resurrecting. Any, you know, fallen, like, oh no. I was gonna say, I guess I didn't check in this little side area. What in the, what? How is there a monster here? Oh my gosh. Typical. Man, at this pace, we might even just do Act 2. We'll see. Let's not speak too soon, right, Jables? Don't speak too soon, please. Minion group, good. Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't have to be worried, like scared of getting slowed down. Just like naturally, you automatically. Wow, look how many elite groups there are here. That's the great thing, I guess, about higher difficulties, right? Nightmare and Hell actually do stack up the amount of elite groups that spawn in areas. So, for example, a terrorized zone, although way easier in normal, but that doesn't change the fact that there's going to be less boss groups. I call them boss groups, but you know what I mean, like unique groups with minions. There's going to be less of those than, for example, in a terror zone in Nightmare, just by the nature of how normal works, you know what I mean, and just by the nature of how Hell works and Nightmare, right? So you will always, you know, in general, like I would argue that when it comes to ease level, Nightmare Terror Zones is where you should really stop by and level up like crazy before you go to Hell, because the density is in general good, better than normal density, like than density in normal difficulty, and on top of that, there are not many, if any, immune monsters, with the exception of like Act 5, right? And Act 4 as well. But there's no immune monsters either. So Nightmare Terror Zones is going to be a huge thing for us. We're definitely going to be living a lot over there because the density is going to be good, and we're not going to run into fire immunity. You know, besides, like I said, besides like Act 4 and Act 5, where immunes start to spawn in Nightmare mode, right? Now, like uniques like that could spawn immune, right? But like just the plain monsters in general do not spawn immunities until you get to Act 4 and Act 5 of Nightmare. Yeah, so in Nightmare, by the way, what you should be checking from the ground when it comes to gray items, like gray items that drop, like this, would be helms. Obviously, a cap cannot have 3 open sockets, but it would be helms to find 3 open socket helms. That's to make the new rune words things like Hearth, which also has cannot be frozen, Shale, Io, and then the dedicated rune, you know, that correlates to what element you want it for. So you're looking for 3 open socket helms, 4 open socket pole arms for insight for your mercenary. It's just a great weapon all around. You don't need to use it for the insight, or sorry, for the meditation aura, but an insight pole arm is very, very good. So you should be checking for 4 open socket pole arms, 3 open socket helms, and 4 open socket swords to make yourself a spirit. If you would want, even for like pre-buffing Holy Shield on your offhand, right? Because when you're a Zealer, although you don't need a specific weapon, right? You could actually Zeal with a Spirit Sword, because most of your damage doesn't come from the sword itself, it comes from your Holy Fire aura. So damage-wise, it doesn't really matter what's on your sword, right? Like it doesn't have to be a great sword for it to be good and effective. But just to make a spear for the 2 all skills is huge. So those could roll naturally. 4 open socket polearms can roll naturally, and 3 open socket helms. Obviously, not every type of helm can have 3, but oh yeah, we need to save that for our imbue. But the ones that can will be able to, right? That's kind of the thing. Aw, nothing's here. Alright, let's put some gems away. No, thank you. Gems away. Oh, wait, what is this? Oh, okay. circlet we need for imbuing. Also, well, never mind. And that's pretty much it. I would say, yeah. Those are your main things that you want to be looking out for when it comes to gray items. So again, 4 open socket polearm, 4 open socket swords, and 3 open socket helms. They are huge. Where did that champion go? Didn't I see a champion somewhere here? Just ran away. By the way, where am I going? Should I get the waypoint? Oh, that's what I was going to do. Get the waypoint because I want to save Kane. I guess put on bigger while we're running around. Yeah, we even killed Blood Raven for Kasha. That's money, that's that. What was that? A double axe? Okay, never mind. Come on, waypoint. Where are you at? I guess it's right in the beginning here. Wait, what the heck? It is in that little corner here? Maybe. There's a little camp here. Oh, there it is. Look at that. I walked right past it. Okay. Also, if you are not lucky finding 4 open socket polearms, also check for gray bows, because bows can roll up to 4 open sockets, and the insight rune word was changed to allow to be made in bows, and you could put it on an Act 1 mercenary. Hey, something like this. Would you look at that? See? Great example. And, you know, and by the way, the runes are easy to come by. So, if you find this first, why not make an insight, like, right away? Get an Act 1 mercenary after, you know, killing Blood Raven. And use it until you find a 4 open socket polearm, and then the next act you could, you know, hire Razan or an Act 2 mercenary, right? So, you know, don't wait on it, don't sleep on it, because, and by the way, you don't, you know, you're probably not going to have a soul rune yet, because it's Ral Tier Tal Soul. So, don't worry about it right away, right? But in Act 1, we're going to do some countess farming for runes, and that's where you can get your soul rune, which is gonna be, you know, part of that rune word. So very nice. Broadsword, let's check it. Okay, not 4 open sockets. Again, I'm not gonna make it, but I'm gonna check it for you guys so you can see that like Act 1 Nightmare is a great place to just find your all of your socketed, you know, immediate upgrades, kind of, I would say. Also, crossbows. Insight can also be made in crossbows, so check those too. And remember, the damage isn't that. Look at that. Another one. We're just gonna put it here just for show, right? But here's a crossbow. Here's a hunter's bow. Boom. 2 insights. Remember, Act 1 mercenaries can wield crossbows now. And they... not only that, but yeah, insight can be made in bows and crossbows, which was also a change in Diablo 2 Resurrected. So remember, oh my goodness, what a charm. It did not used to be that way, but it is now. So take advantage of that. Okay, straight across. Let's keep going straight across and just go down. Oh man. Oh, that's money, I guess. Yeah. Alright. Also, I did mention, if you come across in the underground passage across red fallens, like the original red fallens that you see in the very beginning, that typically means you're going the wrong way. So you should, that's why I didn't keep going that way, because I saw red fallens, right, like the original fallen pack. And I want to encounter the blue fallens, which are the newer, harder version, right, of fallens, or devilkin, whatever they're called. But that will, you know, it's kind of like a little cheat sheet, right? Like a little reminder, like, yo, you're going backwards to the easier mobs. No, please go forward, you know, the right direction to get to the harder mobs, these guys, right? The carvers, that's what they're called. But I call them fallens because that's their original name. Oh, that kind of hurt a little bit. Whoever was attacking me there, maybe it was... Oh my goodness, so many drops. What is going on? Maybe there were so many prospects there. And up until then, things like a partisan, great damage. Great damage for your mercenary. So don't sleep on those guys either. Anyways, oh, nice waypoint. And let's go find Treehead Woodfist and get the scroll. He's usually somewhere stuck in like a corner, kind of like a crevice. I don't know, at least that's my experience.
Impossible.
Oh my goodness. Impossible. And by the way, he won't be on a road, so the tree cannot be on the road. Nothing there. Let's check this side.
I can.
Oh my goodness, what is going on? How am I so full so quickly? Oh, I have to go to town. Oh my goodness, and light boots. Okay. Fine, we'll go back to town. But by the way, I'm not going to be keeping these, but this is just to show, you know, that you can find 4 open sockets, right? Okay, this is some money.
Greetings.
There we go. Also great lightning res charm. Wow. Really nice. I should put this one back. Right? Because I do want room, and I don't know, I should take this off too. Like the run walk ones, but I do enjoy run walk so much. If need be, I will have to go back. So also we have to keep this for our imbue. That could be nice. Hey, look at that. 29 fire. Or sorry, 29 lightning. Decent. Okay. And let's sell this. And let's put some money away. Alright, what are we looking for? That, this, that. Let's identify them right now. Ooh, they are not good. Alright, Treehead, where are you at, buddy? Treehead Woodfist, let's go. Treehead Woodfist, where are you? Are you in this little crevice? No. There you are. Whoa. What is going on? Whoa. Him on players 8 is... What is happening though? Hey, ouch, 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 ouch. Why is he, like... I mean, is he really that tanky? Or does he have just so much fire res? Because everybody else is going down like flies. But he was not. That was kind of weird. Anything good? No.
This tree bristles with magic.
Oh wait, was I on Vigor the whole time? Oh, that's probably why. Gosh darn it. Yeah. That's what was happening. Experience Shrine. Okay, so with Experience Shrine, let's grab some more arrows, and let's actually just keep going, maybe? Well, you know what? Tristram has some elites, right? So let's do that.
Hello.
Let's go and rescue Cain, and we'll fight some of those elites to get that experience. Any more arrows here somewhere? Oh,
I can't carry anymore.
alright, what are we looking at here? This, and that. Beautiful. And make sure our holy fire's on, not our vigor.
What a trap.
That does no damage. Rescue Cain. Alright, are there any...
Deckard Cain, leave quickly.
Okay, all the bosses, I guess, are here. Oh no, we have champions. I only want champion Fallen, if they're there. What the heck? This seems a little lackluster, don't you think? And we're gonna lose our thing right now. Ouch! Whoa. Yeah, because Griswold is always cursed. I knew that was gonna happen, but didn't think it was gonna happen right away. Flawless Emerald. Okay, that's okay. Alright, let's see what Deckard gives us.
Yes.
Also, let's put these away. Again, I'm collecting these things. I guess so should you. You know, you could keep cubing them up as you go so you don't have a full inventory. But I'm collecting them just in case I need them for what's it called? For like upgrading gems and stuff like that. Or runes. My bad. I meant runes. Okay, Cain is rescued. Let's go to Black Marsh. And we'll do one. Hey, you guys were hiding in the house? Excuse me.
I need a key.
Yeah, excuse you. So we need a waypoint, and we're gonna do one counters run just for the heck of it. Hey, look at that. Actually, we should. Oh, that's right, because we
I
need.
can't.
Ooh, that's good money too. We need some money. Fire and cold enchant today. Plague Flame.
I am overburdened. I am overburdened.
Again, now let's see this. This could be a 4 open socket. It is not, but it could be. Oh my, oh, okay, so this is a good pack to kill actually. Champion Fallen with Shamans. All of them are considered minions, which all of them end up giving more bonus experience. So not only the Shaman give the bonus experience, but also the minions, or also the Fallen themselves, which is kind of crazy. It's a very good experience pack to have. Give us a waypoint and show us the tower. Hopefully they are next to each other. You know what I'm saying?
I
Could be
can't.
money. Let's see, is it money? I don't know. Yeah, if we find that Amrune, we can give it to our mercenaries weapon. Yeah, starting in Nightmare, you should try to find and look for things that do have some life leech for your mercenary. That will be very helpful. There's only a handful of unique helms that give it. I know the Bone Helm gives it. I think that's the earliest one. Then the Undead Crown. These are all like normal helms, by the way. These are all foundable in normal. And then there's an exceptional armor, I believe, that has life leech on it, which is also good. Other than that, your other option is the weapon, right? So if it doesn't come with it naturally, like a rare weapon, or a unique weapon for that matter, you know, it's about socketing an Amrune in it. So, alright, here's our things. Let's go back to town. Let's sell all this stuff. Again, if you were a barbarian, that's not a bad thing to have. I don't even know what that does. Battle cry? I forget what that does. Let's put this away just in case it's good. Let's put these away. Any good? Any good? Don't think so. I mean, yeah, this is just not good enough by itself, so that can sell. And this will definitely sell. Would I ever need this for anything? Yeah, too bad spirit cannot be made in scepters. I don't think so, right? By the way, if it's superior, you can't even use the cube recipe to randomly generate some sockets. You have to go to Larzik, and he always gives you a maximum amount of sockets, which in this case I think is going to be 4. So I don't know. Most likely not. Alright, here's a tower. Ooh, Partisan. Not 4 sockets. Now that would be clutch though if you got an exceptional version, a nightmare version of an item that unnaturally rolled 4 sockets, especially Partisan. Partisan is my favorite for some reason. That is clutch. Double rule. And for the tower, we're going to the left, to the left. Okay, that's kind of the deal. So to the left, to the left. By the way, I should be checking these for my other characters. Look at that. Shoot a hurricane.
I can't.
Oh gosh, of course you can't. What's in here again? Oh. So to the left of the entrance. Nice, that's a lot of money. Okay, boss group. Perfect on the gold find. but not good otherwise. Slow rocking players 8. Now, when we get to check this, 3 open target. When we get to Countess and actually kill her, before we do that, we're going to go back down to players 1 to maximize our sockets. Actually, the amount of sockets that we can get, or the amount of runes that we can get. My bad about that. First, get out of here. Hold on, something was ah. To the left, to the left.
I am overburdened.
By the way, picking up arrows and him saying I am overburdened actually refills your arrows up to 500 again. So that's why I'm doing that. Oh, we leveled up. I forgot. 49. Hey, we could try that demon machine unique crossbow if we would want. I'll show it off in a second. But yeah, that is, I think, level 49 required if I'm not mistaken. Okay, to the left, to the left. It's all the way around, but it is to the left. Small charm. Aw, baby cold resistance there. Alright, we're in the last level. Tail rune. Thank you. We're in the last level. Hold on, 1 second. Alright, sorry about that. Yes, just a reminder here. We are going to go down. And by the way, that is the 4th quest, right? So she is an official part of the storyline here. And she's phenomenal in Nightmare. One of my favorite places to get all of my runes. And she could drop all the way up to an IO, which is significant because those are the rune required to make those new rune, the Helm rune words, like Hearth. And I'll show that to you guys in town because I believe I have one in the inventory just laying around. So I'll show that off, and there's variants for every element, and they all have similar but different specialties that they have, right? Oh, this, ooh, if it's ethereal and 3 open sockets, perfect for a mercenary, because mercenary do not lower the durability of items, but make sure you don't wear it. But you could find a 3 open socket helmet for your mercenary. Actually, I totally forgot to mention that instead of looking for a unique, right, like the bone helm or the undead crown, a unique helm for your mercenary with life leech, you could make bulwark, which is Shale Io Soul, and it gives him 4 to 6% life leech with 10 to 15% physical damage reduction. It's huge. But you could make one for yourself for the Cannot Be Frozen, right? Because as a Bozon, you cannot make Rhyme Shield, and you would have to be lucky to get Death's Belt for Cannot Be Frozen. You also have to be lucky, let's say, to get the Hawkmail that I was wearing earlier for the Cannot Be Frozen. You cannot get a Ravenfrost until later on in Nightmare. So that's off the table. So yeah, the only forced way to get Cannot Be Frozen is either Rhyme Shield, which is Shale Eth, which we are not going to be using, or a Hearth, which is Shale Io Thol. And it always starts with Shale Io, and then the last rune determines what kind of a helmet it creates. So you could make one for Cold, which has the Cannot Be Frozen, and it has Cold Absorb. You can make one for the physical one, which is Bulwark for your mercenary, or for yourself as well, if you already have Cannot Be Frozen somewhere else. And you can make, you know, a fire one that has fire absorb, a lightning one which is lightning absorb, a poison one which has cleansing aura, actually, instead of poison absorb. It has cleansing aura, which is also phenomenal. Lowers poison damage duration and lowers curse duration, so your curses fall off way faster. Oh yeah, we have to go down to players 1. Yep, almost forgot about that. And we'll still get the player's 8 experience, but Full rune, see? And you do this over and over until you get yourself an Io, which is the highest special rune drop that she has. She could drop higher than that, but her special rune drop is that. Up to an Io. And yeah, get yourself a Shale, an Am. An Am would have been very nice for our mercenary because I completely forgot to give him some life leech somewhere else, but...
Yes.
But you know. That. This is all money. There we have it. If we go back up to players 8.
When I fled them.
Also.
What can I do for you?
Whoa, whoa! I am keeping that sucker. Look at this. Level 9 required 2-socketed, Frost Nova 1 struck, and lightning resistance, and poison link reduction. What a freaking low level armor that is. That is crazy. Crazy good for a low level. Wow, I love finding. Look at this. 25 all res, magic damage reduced by 6. Yikes, this is nasty too. Obviously, if rune words did not exist, right? But this is for a non-rune word run. Ooh, delicioso, as I would say. You know what I mean? Delicioso. Okay. Where are we at? Alright, let's keep going. Let's go to the outer cloister. And don't tell me we were on Vigor the whole time. I don't want to think so, but we potentially were. Oh, I'm surprised that that Frost Nova did not curse us. Interesting. Oh, that's the pit. I rarely run the pit, so I always forget. Nice. Experience shrine. Ah! No! I just realized a little too late. Gosh darn it. That they were cursed.
The light cannot pierce this gloom.
Okay, but we are getting hit. Oh, yeah, because we're cursed. That's why we're getting kind of hurt over here. Oh, that's a lot of money. Where the heck is the waypoint? Oh. So let's get. Oh, I was gonna say let's get this curse off, but it's off. All right, so we have to run past the statue, by the way, which means that we are gonna go down here. I rarely get the bottom. At least that's my feeling, that I rarely get the bottom right way in the barracks. Oh, Volge could be 4 open socket for you guys. Let's take this guy out of here though. Let's see. Not 4 open sockets. I mean, maybe our resistances are catching up to us. You know what I mean? We are kind of starting to take some damage here. You know, that's kind of the beauty of Diablo 2. You know, the game lets you know when you need to slow down and do some farming and, you know, increase. Ethereum, we don't need it. Longsword, I forget, what is this one? Klexos. Oh, I haven't found Klexos in a while, that's why I don't remember. What is this? Nothing here. Oh. Man, if we had that experience shrine, we'd be getting so much experience from these like awesome boss backs that we've been encountering. Kind of sad that we lost the moment we had it. Also, I keep forgetting we have a teleport staff, right? Oh my god, the density here. Also, if you have other characters, check for things like, you know, druid helms. Barb helms, because yeah, they could all drop, you know, and there's the 3 open socket, by the way, is the max on the helm, and they could already drop here, so the chances of you getting 3 open sockets is, I think, higher here than it would be like in hell, almost. Like almost. I'm not saying yes, but actually that's not true. You don't have a higher chance of dropping 3 open socket here versus hell, but like the rolls of it can, or like the rolls on the helms and stuff, you know, have a lower pool of affixes that can spawn here, which is sometimes helpful. You know, that's why people have like dedicated nightmare difficulty farming characters, because again, because of that specialty, you know. Boss group in here, very nice. Wow, it's as if I'm playing a Boazon, I swear. But I like it. I like the Boazon so much. People don't like her that much, but I really do. Where are we going? Is it right there? Wow. Okay.
This is no place for.
And we will wait to imbue until we are a higher level, because Circlet, remember, is the lowest of the special helmets that I listed in the last Grand Scepter, technically for us. This is a great weapon, by the way. Early on, level 9 required, has huge damage. Just FYI, for your information. But what was I gonna say? What were we talking about here? I guess that people don't like. Oh yeah, that the Circlet is the lowest of the. Oh my goodness, dude! Something is like itching my leg every time. Sorry, guys. It's the lowest of the tier, right? Because the next tier up is Coronet. Then the 3rd tier is Tiara, and the 4th tier is Diadem. The higher you go, the less worried you have to be when it comes to how high of your level you are when you imbue. But the Circlet, since it's the lowest, you do want to be as high of a level as you can, or are willing to go up to, right? To imbue and have like access to the highest possible, you know, prefixes and affixes and stuff like that. But if you don't mind, you know, you can imbue right away. Anyways, this is gonna be, oh, excuse me. This is gonna be straight across. Well, to the left is the, oh yeah, see here, right here. I kind of want to get the waypoint. And I'm guessing the waypoint is actually going to be right behind that. We'll go back to town and do all that good stuff. Teleport. That fire res is catching up to us. I know it. I could feel it. Here's the waypoint. I can feel it catching up. We really need more fire res.
Greetings.
Oh boy.
What you need?
13 to max damage. Again, I don't know how high that can roll. And I don't know if this is... Oh no, that's just money. Okay. Yes, I forgot. I turned in that. .87 attack rating. I don't recall how high this could roll, but this is not bad. I know that for sure. It's not bad. It's almost like 30 attack rating on a small charm, right? So this is pretty good. And our stash is getting freaking full, which is not good.
Good morning.
I don't like having a full stash. Now our fire res will jump up. You know what? The only other option that I could think of here is we could put on, but we would have to get some boots somewhere. Because we could put on Saigon's helm to get the 30% this and get some boots with res, or just put on a res helm. But again, most of my helms that I have here are lightning, which also not is important, but right now we could definitely feel the fire. Oh wait, we're gonna go through the portal. Okay, straight across again. 3 open socket. Hey, look how easy that was. 3 open socket crown, and you make yourself either a hearth for cannot be frozen. Make your mercenary a bulwark. Shale Isle Soul. Shale Isle Thol for the cannot be frozen, because Thol is the cold rune, right? Shale Isle Tal for the cleansing aura, right? That's a great one. The less used ones are definitely the fire and the lightning one. I would say the most used ones are for sure Bulwark with the soul for your mercenary, Hearth for the cannot be frozen, which is Thol rune, and the poison one, which has the cleansing aura, which is using the Tal rune, right? Those are the most popular, I would say. And unfortunately the fire and the lightning are less popular. Now, you know, they're still good. I would not say that they are not good. They are still good. Let's teleport through here. There we are. But they have special use cases, right? While Hearth and the one with Cleansing Aura and Bulwark, which has the Life Leech, are pretty much good for any use case, right? That's kind of like the beauty of those 3 helms. Wow, haha! We killed them before they even appeared on the screen. Haha! Now, could a Zealer do that? A Zealer can't kill off screen now, can he? Exactly. But the Paladin can. Obviously with piercing. And there we are. The last level is to the left, to the left. And I would say let's just keep going. Cursed, huh? We don't want to be cursed. Stay far away. Let's kill this guy too. Bone Ash, Mr. Bone Ash. Ooh, wow. Good thing that we actually checked up here. Great experience to have here. Wow, all of these champion shamans. Well, we need some help. Wow, look at how much experience we got just from all of these Fallens. Wait, who's still resurrected? Gosh darn, how is he resurrecting from that far away, dude? You gotta be kidding me.
I can't carry anymore.
Woo! Okay. That was a good experience. Very nice. Alright, now because we're fire, we're gonna do great against Ontario. So it would be kind of cool if we got a nice waypoint and next level. Tainted are also dangerous, by the way. Just be careful with those guys. Okay, here's the next level. Okay, I wonder where it's going to be. So let's go. Let's go counterclockwise again, because any map that you need to go to the right of, you probably want to go counterclockwise as your best bet. Okay, so hold on. So here's our next level, meaning we need to go to the left to get to the waypoint, and then to the right of the waypoint to get there. So let's check. We might have a nice map here. Hold on, who's in here? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Thank you for opening. Wow. Okay, another potential for 3 open sockets. Hey, and this is my preferred one for sure. This one has less requirements, but this one looks so much cooler. Let's throw this one out. Yeah, boy.
I am overburdened.
So hopefully the waypoint is right here. Ah, yes it is. Woohoo! So we could technically farm in Dario over and over. Well, we'll see how the last. I think this is actually bad. I have an inkling. Let's put this sucker there. And you know what? I wonder if we need 30 increased attack speed or if 20 will suffice. If 20 suffices, we can start doing things with our boots. I almost want to test this out. Let me see something. But again, sometimes it's barely noticeable, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have a feeling it's the same. It might be. Let me see 1 second, guys. Let's go to the Diablo 2 attack speed calculator. Alright, so let's see. Primary weapon is gonna be Cedar Bow. So what we need is we have to either hit 70. Yeah. Let's see, 70. So how much do we have here? 40, 60. 90 does not do anything for us. So we only need like technically 10 more. So you know what we're gonna do? We even could like just put on blood fists, which I put them away already. But I have a feeling that that's how it is. Let's see. Yeah, 70. Right? Yeah, all we need is 70. That's kind of cool to know. So we do not... We do not need these gloves. Or, like, we don't need... Yes, we don't need the combination as long as we have 10 increased attack speed somewhere using our hustle. Now, you know, if we change that, then we will possibly need this, you know. But as long as we have hustle on, this does not matter, which means that we could do a whole bunch of different things. We will switcheroonie some things around between Act 1 and Act 2, and I'll explain what I do, you know, like why I did it the way I did it. But that's going to be, I think, for the next stream. So let's just go kill Dario. Now hopefully we get a nice map here. That would be awesome, actually. By the way, did it? Okay. Did it. Can we get a quick... let's check this right here really quickly. You never know. It could literally be right here. Yeah? No. Man, I hate Ghoul Lords so much. So much. With a passion. Let me be clear on that. Potentially here. Oh, another boss pack.
I am overburdened.
Wow, this is a weird. It's like a circle over here. What the heck? Wait, is it potentially here? No, it's not. That's a weird map in general. Cursed. No, thank you. Oh, it's right here. Okay, so that's not bad. That's very close. Wow, we're just gonna do it on players 8 because it's weak to fire, and why not? She has the potential of dropping great stuff. We could even get our first SOJ here. I still have not found an SOJ on this main account of mine. Or on the single player, that's what I meant. So that would be awesome to get our first Annie. Would be very nice. This money? Oh, that's money for sure. Let's get rid of these annoying shamans. Same thing with that guy. Alright, Dario. Aww. He got shredded, of course. And there we have it. Man, maybe these gloves will be clutch, huh? You never know. This. We'll come back for the Great Helm just to see what it is.
My work here is
Done,
finished.
huh? Your work here is finished. And just like that, congratulations everybody. Give yourself a pat on the back. You have killed Andariel and completed Act 1. Let's get Razan back. Time has come. I know. Oh yeah, we're full. We were gonna go back for all that good stuff, but we are full. I can go there, I guess. Wow, we're like really full. That's crazy. Aw, man. Could have been good. Coulda, woulda, shoulda. But it's not. It's just money, I guess. That's money. And I'm sure something else here is money. Let's check this guy. Let's check that. Right? Why not?
Greetings.
Wow, another. Look at this. A level 13, 29 fire, Frost Nova, 1 struck. Cool beans, man. Cool beans. Look at that one. 20 all res, poison damage reduced by 50. Level 31 required. Very nice. You know, for a low level, very nice. Alright, so we're not going to need these. This is cool for a low level. This, unfortunately, I don't know, but let's just keep it for now. But yeah, there we have it, y'all. Dariel's down. You guys can farm Dariel for some nice stuff. You can get, unfortunately, you cannot get a Raven Frost Farmer yet, I was going to say. But you could get yourself Son of Jordan. And you could get yourself a whole bunch of great upgrades. Even things like, you know, I believe a Skin of the Viper Magi. Maybe no, but maybe yes. Nightmare and Dariel is a great place to farm. Especially when you're a fire build, like a holy fire build like us. She is weak to fire, and even on players 8 you saw how easy she was. If you want, go to players 3. You know, once you are high enough level, get some nice gear, go up to players 5 or players 7. But yeah, players 7 is completely fine. Yeah, players 7 and players 8 does not make a difference when it comes to drop quality or drop quantity. But we just kept it on players 8 because why not? But yeah, keep on farming, boys and girls. Have a good one. I will see you in the next one. If you like this kind of journey, if you like these streams, give the video a thumbs up, hit the like button. Obviously, don't forget to subscribe because it's completely free. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Suggestions or maybe ideas for future videos. Leave all that stuff in the comments below. And if you're bored, got nothing better to do, go to Twitch and follow me over there. That's also free. But especially the subscribing here on YouTube. Do that so that at least I know I have an audience of some sort. And if you really like a video of mine, you know, maybe not this one in particular, but anything from my live streams, go ahead and share that too. I don't really share anything on my socials, but I know that it will help grow the community, which is the goal here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I don't think I forgot to mention anything. Also, you know, when it comes to physical builds or like ranged builds, but like physical, you know, like a bow or a crossbow or attacking with your weapon, make sure you go to an attack speed calculator and not be an idiot like I was and thought that that 30 increased attack speed from my Saigon's bonus was required, because it's not. All I needed was 10 increased attack speed in my particular case to hit the next breakpoint, right? So sometimes having too much isn't necessarily helpful, so make sure you find out what you need for your particular setup and you know, you don't have to overdo it. You could compensate in other areas to do just that. Z, you came for the last minute. We were just finishing up Act 1. We just finished. And before I do the next part, which is going to be Act 2 and 3, I do need to clear out my inventory from my shared stash. And we will switch the build, not the build itself, but we will switch some gear around because I realized I had way too much increased attack speed that was not benefiting me at all. My stupid brain did not check the attack speed calculator for Diablo 2 Resurrected. And that's what I was just talking about to the audience, to anybody watching, that they should definitely use, go here, this is what I used. I just Googled D2R attack speed calculator, but it took me to Diablo2.io/attack speed, and I believe this is the best source. I have used Diablo 2.io for many things. It's a great resource, and all you have to do is, you know, plug in exactly what you're going to be using, right? So if you're using a cedar bow like I was, you plug that in. You know, whatever weapon you have, you plug it in. You plug in if you have any other forms of attack speed, and besides that, you look at the chart and you find out what frames you're hitting and how much you need. Found Arctic and Hisara's gear sets. Very nice. Arctic is actually a bow set, right? But the Hasaris is great for early on, for faster run walk, and for like the resistances, attack rating. That's actually a great set for melee and ranged characters as well, because it gives attack rating if you find the belt and the boots and put them on at the same time. So that's a good find. But anyways, everybody, like I was saying, make sure you're not a dummy like me. Check your attack speed breakpoints, and you don't have to overdo on attack speed, because not every single attack speed piece of gear will actually help you out, right? So anyways, I will do that on my own, and then in the next one, when we do Act 2 and 3, I will go over what I changed and how we're doing when it comes to the breakpoints and all that. So again, maybe we'll even do it later today, but I still have to clean out my stash, so I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy, YouTube. Everybody, bye-bye, bye-bye. Good luck on your grinds, and see you later, everybody.